I'm probably giving too much information already, to be honest. Hey guys, what's up? It's Jada freaking Swafford and I'm back with another video. This video is going to be a little different because I am doing a story time video. Yes, a story time video. So this video is probably going to be up to like 30 minutes long. I say that and it's probably like 13 minutes. It's going to be about my psycho roommate, someone who lived with me for around 7 years, I think. 7 years. I'm not going to give too much information about this certain person. I'm not even going to give you the gender of the person because, I mean, it's the 21st century. You can be what you want to be, honey. Let's start with this person moved in with me when they were 4 years old. Yes, crazy, right? Crazy. We were just taking this person in, me and my family, helping them out. Their personal family was going through stuff, so we were just taking them in for a little bit, you know, stating that this lighting's horrible. I look horrible. Hey, hi. Anyways, going on into the video. What was that? I do not know what that was. Well, like I said, this person has had a pretty bad, life. So hard not to do genders here. We're skipping ahead to where this kid's like 5 or 6 years old. So at this point, he's done seeing his family that he had before us. Because we were his family at this point. Because, he'd moved in with us. And I'm not going to deny that. We did love him as if he were, a part of our family. He is a pathological liar at this point. He's lying about everything already. The kid's 5 or 6, you know. Most kids do lie when they're young. Just, trying to make themselves seem bigger than what they are or whatever. Sorry, I probably have already gave away the gender, but at least you don't know who the person is. They are also stealing, little things like change, a little bit of change or money. That's the crazy part of this story where, he's, stealing, certain things. I had just got a telephone and, I was in 6th grade, so I wasn't obsessed with my phone or anything. I just had it, and then I lost it, and I was really confused where I put it, because I swear I just sat it on the counter. And I'm talking about this phone was missing for a good a month or two, and I still couldn't find it. I was just trying to find it, and finally my brother finds out that this person had stolen my phone. This person's in the same household as me, knows that I've been searching for my phone this whole time, stole it, and this person has seen me freak out over it, running back and forth, looking everywhere, and this person has seen my dad screaming at me, my mom getting mad at me because I can't find a phone that they had to pay for. This person had it the whole time for 2 months. And mind you, when we found the phone, this person said that I'm gonna give the gender away. It's a whole lot easier, okay? He said that he had not stolen the phone from me. There were pictures of him on the phone. There were videos of him on the phone. He had been texting people off my phone. Fast forward a little bit more. He had stolen my phone, and that's the biggest thing that he had stolen. And my dad was all mad, blah blah blah, you know, parent stuff. And I was kind of pissed too, I'm not gonna lie, because it was my shit that he had stolen. Then he steals my brother's iPod, blah blah blah. This stuff isn't even important to the big thing that he has done to us. He's stolen my phone, he's stolen my brother's iPod, 6 or 7 times he's stolen, just phones and iPods and technology. To the point where he was getting in trouble in class, he was in ISS all the time. He was hitting other kids. He was cussing at other kids. He's 6 or 7 at this point, saying the F word, dropping F-bombs at the bus driver, stealing stuff and bringing it to school and selling it, stuff like that. Dad told him he's not allowed to play any sports anymore, not allowed to do extracurricular activities. Did I say that right? Curricular. Yeah, I said that right. I decided to take him in, and we decided to give him a nurturing home and take care of him, and this is how he repaid us. Just think about it that way. Here comes the juicy part of the story. If you've been bored for this whole time, I'm sorry, I apologize, but here comes the juiciness, okay? Basically, we had 2 puppies, okay? Dixie and Daisy. This is irrelevant, I know, not really irrelevant. You'll see. They're a part of the story. So we had these two puppies, Dixie and Daisy, and one morning they were rummaging around in the house before school. And my brother Spanky, you've seen him in some of the past videos, went looking for them. And they were underneath this person who was living with me, his bed. They were underneath his bed. So Spanky crawls underneath to get them. This boy had a gun underneath his bed. A fully loaded gun underneath his bed. Okay, not a big deal, right? He just has it underneath the bed. Maybe it's for protection. I don't know why a 7 to 8 to 9-year-old would need a gun underneath his bed to protect him. But it's none of my business. Not only that, it was my father's gun, which he obviously had to have stolen from him because my dad would not have given him a gun being at the age that he was. So my brother goes in there, he tells my mom, he's like, yo, Mom, there's a gun underneath, like, so-and-so's bed. I don't know what's up with all that. So we go to school. I'm kind of freaked out just a little bit. And we come home from school. And we look again to go see where the gun is. And we flip the mattress off of this person's bed, okay? He had took a knife, cut a hole in his mattress, the bottom of his mattress. He's scary, but he's smart. Listen. Cut a hole in the bottom of his mattress. He hid like 3 or 4 guns in the mattress. These are all being my dad's guns. Some of these being fully loaded and like ready to shoot. You know how scary that is? Not only that, my dad collects knives. Like, he has like over 200 knives. He had over 200 knives. Let me correct myself. This kid had stolen over 100 of those knives. My dad, he's like big on collecting knives and guns, and so he had this big like gun cabinet that we still have, and there was like just like 12 to 20 guns in there alone, and then in his closet he had like up to 12 or 20 guns, and he had all of his knives in a case. He had guns in the drawers, like, you know, just like a typical, I guess, like redneck for life man. No offense, Dad. This boy had stolen all of the guns out of the cabinet, plus like 3 more guns that belonged to my dad's like ancestors or whatever, like my family, my kin, whatever. They had belonged to his whatever, you know. And he had stolen those, and those are the guns, of course, that meant the most to my dad. We're looking for the guns. We literally, like, my dad gets home, he's so upset, like, he's like, just, what's up? My mom, like, very, like, calm lady, like, very put together, like, not ever yelling, not ever screeching at anybody about anything. She's over here freaking out, like, yelling at the top of her lungs at this boy, asking him why he stole these guns, what he was planning to do to our family. Like, this woman's full on freaking out just thinking that this kid is trying to, like, harm us, like, harm her children, and she just wants him out of the house. I'm not gonna lie, like, during this whole experience, I was scared. I literally stayed in the room with my mom the whole time. I was with some friends, like, at one point. It was, like, a whole week process, like, looking for all of these guns and everything. I was with one friend at one point. I think it could have been Summer or it could have been Mallory, which you will see in another video. If I've already posted that video, I'll link it down below. He was upstairs trying to show my brother where one of the guns that he had hid was, and my other brother Jared lives up in like an upstairs apartment, and he had hid it in our attic. That's like a part of the apartment or whatever. And literally my brother, like Jared, like being like an 18-year-old boy, like very tall and a bit bigger, you know, falls through the ceiling, falls through the roof, falls right onto the kitchen floor. My dad lost his bananas. They flung out. They were gone. He lost it on this boy. He's talking about you stole my guns, you stole my knives, you doing this, you doing that, and now my son just fell through the roof looking for a gun that you hid in the attic. Let me tell you what this explanation was for this child. For what he had told our family, why he did all of this, why he stole the gun. He said that he wanted to play Army. Can we take a minute? Just a moment of silence. Play Army. Long story short, my dad calls the cops, look for the guns, I guess, and arrest him. Because he had stolen property over, like, so many years. Like, all kinds of stuff that I haven't even mentioned, that I can't even remember, because it was just like a normal daily thing for him to just steal stuff and to get in trouble. It was just a normal thing for us. And now he had stolen these guns. He had stolen these knives, loaded guns that could go off at any minute. Guns that meant, like, so much to my dad because they had belonged to people before him. He had stolen coins that meant, like, the most to my mom, that her uncle had left for her. And he sold them, and we still don't know where all of them are today. We had policemen and dogs and my dad and this boy, and we were walking through the woods looking for guns that he supposedly hid in there. We were looking for knives. We're still looking to this day for guns and knives that we have not found. We have an entertainment center thing with a window over it, okay? If you go and you look at the entertainment thing, you'll see knife marks in the wood where he had been stabbing the wood repetitively with knives, like stabbing it. This was a psychopath. He's a psychopath, okay? Cops show up to our house, they talk to him. I'm just like, basically telling my mom the whole time, I'm like, Mom, I don't want to sleep in the same house as him. I want him out. I want him gone. I want him to go to jail. Because we don't know if he's trying to kill somebody. We don't know if he's actually, like, telling the truth about trying to play Army. Like, we get some kids, like, they make a mistake. But when you make repetitive mistakes to the fact where you're stealing guns and knives, no, honey. So basically, the cops can't take him in because he's not even old enough to go to juvie yet. Like, juvie? He's not even old enough to go to juvie yet, okay? So the cops cannot take him in. So he's sleeping with us in this house. I literally, not even gonna lie, slept with my mom and dad for like, I don't know how long. I was freaked the freak out, okay? Like, dogs and like cats can sense stuff or whatever. My dogs hated him. My cats ran from him. I mean, they do run from everybody, but they mostly ran from him, you know? Knowing that something was wrong that whole time. It's not like we didn't try to get him help. He stayed in Willowbrook for I don't know how long. That place did not help him whatsoever. He stayed there for like a good 2 months. And he was going continuously back to back. Like, we tried everything. My dad tried to get him into a different foster care unit or whatever. They wouldn't take him because of his criminal background. That's not the only time a cop has showed up at my house because of him. There was a cop that did the Beyond Scared Straight or whatever. You want me to tell you what this cop said to my dad? He took my dad over to the side and he said, I have done this before with other kids. I have gotten in their face, I have screamed, I have cussed, I have scared them. They have cried, they have bawled, they've got down on their knees and they've pleaded and begged not to go. He said that when he got in this kid's face and he screamed at him, he stared at him. He just stared and his eyes were just like black like the midnight and he just stared. And he told my dad that there's something wrong with him. That kid was like not normal. Like there was something wrong with him. This has nothing to do with like his mental ability. I'm not like hating on him because of like his brain activities or whatever. What I'm trying to say is I had to deal with like thinking that I could like be killed in my sleep like every day of my life until he left. Someone can back this up. Summer, come here. Summer's in the room, she's listening because she helped live part of this. Come sit down beside me, Summer.
Hello.
Hello. I just want to state the fact that this boy, we would wake up in the middle of the night and he would be standing over us, sleep, like watching us sleep. Was he not? Did he not?
Yeah, so like at times I'd wake up to, do my daily pees at night and whatnot. So I'd wake up and this little boy, Jada would be like laying down on the bed, snoozing some type of way. This little boy would be standing over her, or sometimes he'd be at the foot of the bed just watching us sleep. Little boy, what are you doing? And he'd be like, oh, I'm coming in here to get something for Spanky, because we always slept in her brother's room when I was over. And, like, Spanky wouldn't be at home, so, like, what are you getting for him? We don't know.
There's a witness to all of this.
So?
She knows I'm not telling a lie. You know what's up. Were you scared? Tell me how you felt when you were in the household with him.
I felt scared. I wanted to beat him.
She wanted to beat him.
I wanted to beat him because he was crazy. Like, I didn't understand why he acted like that.
God, 1 second, I almost forgot to tell you something. This boy gets kicked out of middle school for drinking beer in 3rd period. Drinking beer in 3rd period. And then he told the teacher that it was not beer. Threw the container away. Caught breathalyzed him, and he was drunk enough alcohol to be drunk. My dad finally called his mom up, who we had been avoiding for so long because she was partly the reason he acted the way he was because of everything he had been through. My dad finally called his mom up and was like, I can't anymore. The court says you can. Take custody of him. I can't anymore. He had been living with his mom. And this past Christmas, my dad called and asked if he wanted to come over for Christmas. And he said that he didn't want anything to do with us. You don't want anything to do with us! After everything that we've done for you and dealt with your... Okay guys, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. If you want me to do more story times, you can comment down below and let me know. Sorry if this video was a million years long. Sorry if it wasn't long enough and I didn't give you too many details. Can't do that. He might find this video and might come and kill me in my sleep. Hope that does not jinx me. Knocking on wood. Okay, see you in my next video. Peace out.